Okay, welcome everybody. I'm Barb Owen, and you are at the Creating Faces channel, but you are actually at the How to Get Creative open house and tour. So I am, I'm not repeating that. We had a little, I had a little surprise here a minute ago because we were just chatting on. We were just chatting online. Okay, I'm gonna get tickled because someone else is getting tickled, and everybody in the chat's laughing. So anyway, all right, you guys.
I'm behind the scenes, everybody.
Yes, he's behind the scenes. I'm glad we didn't say anything really bad. That would have been bad. That could have been awful. Okay, so anyway, let's just start over. Sort of. I'm Barb Owen, and I'm so glad you guys are here. Thanks for taking time out of your day on a day that I don't normally stream. I'm glad you're here to play along and enjoy whatever happens here, because it is what it is. That's what I got told a few minutes ago. It's going to happen the way it's going to happen, and you're going to see it here. Anybody that's in the audience today is going to see it here live, so we'll see what happens. Anyway, so anybody have any questions before... Race, you have a yummy voice, so I'm just telling you. You guys aren't supposed to know he's here yet. You didn't give me a chance to do the introduction, people. All right.
I'm not here yet.
Yeah, no, he's not here yet. So humor me. You got to have the intro. I worked really hard on this intro, people. I worked hard on this introduction. You got to listen to it. So, anyway. Oh, if I ever need a babysitter, he's a long way away. He's a long way away. Let me just say that. Okay, I want to introduce you to my co-host, which you have been already hearing, apparently. He runs several other businesses, including a production company. He's an actor, a producer, a director, and he fills lots of those positions for me and for How to Get Creative. As well as he is the most amazing computer wizard, I do believe, on the planet. I could be biased, but I do believe he is the most amazing computer wizard ever. And you know his name. His name is Race Owen. I need a drum roll. I need a marching band. I need, I need Michael and Gabriel to grab the trumpets and sound the trumpets, because it's true. And the big thing is he's the magician behind the team that's going to make all of this, and is making all of this about how to get creative happen. So he's the head magician. And so you know what? Without any further ado, I'm going to let you get a look at him, because, why not? Except,
hey, everybody. Do you see me?
Wait a minute. Uh-oh. They're almost.
Technical challenges still.
Oh, no, it's just push the right button. Okay. They see you.
Are we here now? Okay, hi everybody. You saw me, you heard me. Well, you heard me first, now you're seeing me. So here we are. Hi everybody, I'm Race Owen. That's my mom, Barb Owen, and we're doing this fun stuff called How to Get Creative.
Yep.
Looks like we have a pretty good group.
Yeah, we do. Look at them. They're all coming in. We got a good group happening. Everybody's saying hi to you.
Yeah, I see that.
Some of them are fainting.
On the chat. All of you are bad people.
Yeah. And we have one male in the audience so far that I've identified. His name is Travis, and believe it or not, Travis came from the town that I live in and that you came from. So that's pretty cool.
Well,
he went to Rockbridge. Yeah.
Oh, he went to the rival high school.
Yeah, I went to the bad high school.
Oh, we're going to have to kick him out.
That's right. Ban him.
Yeah.
You might move your computer just a shade. I'm catching part of your... We'd rather see your hindsight in the mirror.
Oh, would you?
Yeah.
You need me to be moved to see. I'm going to try to see if I can see myself. I think I'll move a little this way. How's that?
That's fine. You're fine.
Okay. There we go.
Okay, go.
All right, so what are we doing today, Mom? Barb, whoever the hell you...
Whoever I am. We are doing an open house for the HowToGetCreative.com members area. That's what we're doing. We're doing a tour. We're doing an open house. You guys get to see everything behind the scenes. And the master magician and AKA tour guide is going to help us get there.
That is exactly right. So we're gonna do all kinds of fun stuff by showing you, the audience, what we have planned for the members area, what we have for the future, what we're going to do for you specifically as members, and also for the public. Not much is changing on the public side of things, but we're going to do some great fun stuff in the members area, and we want to make sure that you have a first hand look at this so you can be first in line. This is the first time it's ever been open for anybody.
Yeah.
So you guys are going to be the first in line. You're going to be our guinea pigs. Not really.
No.
Everything looks pretty good. Everything's
There
working
are
really
guests. They're not guinea pigs. Remember?
Right.
Remember?
Right, yes.
Head
We are-
magician, you did not change the guests into guinea pigs, did you? Please tell me you didn't.
No.
Okay.
I have many tricks, but that's not one of them.
Okay.
All right. So we do have a thing that we're looking at, which is going to give us somewhat of a timeline today to keep us on track. If we get off track, feel free to ask questions. Feel free to steer both of us back where we're supposed to be, because most likely we're going to veer off course.
Yes, that's right. And I see that we have a couple of oinks in the chat that must be, I don't think guinea pigs oink, but anyway.
I don't know what they make. I don't know what kind of noise they make.
I think they just do nothing. I think they just wiggle their noses and their butts. But that would be you, not me, not them.
That's true. Well, I think what we want to do is start this and kick this off by talking a little bit about your history, where you came from.
Oh,
and
my.
I know this is one of those things that no one wants to answer these questions.
Oh, my. History.
I'm going to ask you anyway.
Okay.
I know, since I was around, that you were teaching online when the internet boom really started.
Mm-hmm.
And I just don't remember the timeline, because by that time, I think I was out of the house, or I was on to other things in life and just moving on to business and life in general.
Yeah.
So for me and for the audience, our guests, can you give us a little background on where you came from as a teacher? When did you start teaching online?
Well, let's see. I was born. Oh, no, you didn't want to hear that. Let's see. I started
I
teaching.
don't know if you have that far.
Okay. We can't remember back that far anyway. I started teaching online. I was thinking about that earlier today, and I think it's about the mid-90s when I started teaching online. That was my first online class. And let me just tell you people right now, things are way different today than they were back then. Things like there was no such thing as video. Video was not, everything was still pictures. There was no video. Classes were basically all black and white. There was, not color monitor. Well, I guess they weren't black and white. They were what, green? It was like green and white, phosphorescent green. I forgot what those monitors are called, but they were really green. Everything was lovely.
Yeah, you were teaching a long time ago.
I was teaching a long time ago. Okay, I'm old, okay? Let's just he's just trying to get me to say it.
It's okay. We're all getting up there.
That's right. And so everything was still pictures, and everything had to be typewritten, word processed, and then, go through all kinds of gyrations to send the text. Yeah, I'll get it in a minute. Send the text to the guy who had to put it online. I couldn't put it online myself. Images had to be done with a still camera. There weren't even digital cameras back then. So everything had to be done with a still camera. Then I had to scan the pictures into a scanner, or go to a copier. I didn't even have a scanner. I had to go to a copy machine, copy the pictures off. And then, we did some gyrations to try to make the pictures look better than they were. And then sent copies of all that stuff to the guy that was putting it online. And by the time it got back to the person taking the class, it had lost a little in translation. So yeah, that's how it started. And communication with the students was all done with bulletin boards. So I had to log in, so did the students. We had to all log in to this community bulletin board thing, and then they asked a question, and then I would answer. Of course, nothing was live. It was all typewritten, so things were lost in translation there as well. So that's what it was like back then.
And how did you actually communicate with them besides just the bulletin boards? So was there any sort of feedback at all? Was there any sort of real community, or was it just one way?
No, it It was only through the bulletin board. That was the only way. Or if they happened to be privileged to get an email address, which I don't think that was allowed back then. I don't think the guy that was the intermediary even allowed that. So they didn't have a way to get to me through email much at all. Of course, Twitter didn't exist, Facebook didn't exist. No, that was it.
What kind of classes were you doing?
Let's see. My very first class was on faces, and so I was using my rubber stamp faces and teaching people how to, do faces. I taught them how to use the stamp as the basis for doing a face, and then also how to draw their own little faces. They were not. This was not real as far as actual representations of someone's face. It was more of a fun doll cartoon kind of face. Just giving them the basics of shading, highlighting, eye color, cheeks, all that kind of stuff. That was it.
I know a lot of things have changed since then in brick and mortar stores, because I remember very clearly that you used to teach in stores, in small craft stores. Mm-hmm. And you would even teach in the home as well. Yep. And that's changed a lot with the advent of big box stores. Mm-hmm. We don't have to name them per se, but we all know that
we all
stores,
know who they are.
Yeah, they're the big stores that have lots and lots of aisles full of stuff. Mm-hmm. How has that changed? How has teaching and classes and being creative on a local level, brick and mortar, changed with how big box stores have changed the marketplace?
Well, back when I first started teaching inside stores, they were all owned by individuals. So it was kind of the mom and pop style store. And so the classes were run by most of the time they were taught by the staff that were working in the store or by the store owner. And then occasionally they'd bring somebody like me in to teach in the store. But everything was really close. The facility, the store was pretty small. And, there was a back room, which is where the big classroom was. And then you had the showroom that had all the products on it. But it was nothing. They were very specialized, and there was nothing. It's nothing like what you have today. Nothing. Just hardly even any of the products are the same.
What do you think is the benefit of how it is today in brick and mortar?
In the brick and mortar stores, if you're talking the big box stores, the benefit is choice. And so you have more choices of products available. That's a big advantage. I'm trying to come up with another advantage. You don't have to pay shipping, I guess. If you can go into the store and pick up something, if you're looking for a product, you can sometimes go in the store, pick it up. You're not having to pay shipping to get it, to pay for the convenience to get it delivered to your front door. So, that's the big difference, I guess.
What do you think that you've lost with that convenience? With getting the convenience of the products and having so much choice on the shelves, what do you think that you've lost in that experience?
You don't have, there are very few classes that are offered, for one thing. The ones that are offered are pretty generalized that I've seen. And they revolve only around the products and stuff that they carry within the store. So, you lose a lot of the personal touch. You lose a lot of knowledge because many of the people that are working there, although they're great stores, don't get me wrong, I spend my fair share of money in these stores. I do. But you don't have very knowledgeable staff sometimes now, where it used to be, where they unpacked the boxes, so they knew, the store owner was unpacking the boxes. She knew what was in there.
Now, when you started thinking about putting together a website, mm-hmm. I think that we've talked about websites for a while in our conversations just mm-hmm. behind the scenes. But when you really decided to commit to putting together a website, I know that you talked to me about what was important to you. Mm-hmm. Can you share with our guests what those things were?
Oh, now you're putting me on the spot.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah. What's important to me is that it's really that the website environment has to be three things. And so one is it has to be fun, because I'm here to tell you that if it's not fun, it's not worth doing. I even have to figure out some way to con myself into making cleaning house fun, and believe me, that's a big stretch, but I do. I'll have to do something to make whatever it is that I'm doing enjoyable, because life is too short not to have a good time. So it has to be fun. It has to be a little surprising sometimes. It has to be, I want the whole environment, whatever it is, to be easy, because I want people to understand that you can learn anything, you can do anything if you just break it into small enough chunks, that it becomes understandable. And here's another thing about easy. I do lots of classes, online classes. I mean, I don't do a ton of them, but I do several a year. And I don't always take classes that are in the field that I'm particularly interested in. Sometimes I'm just curious about something. And my opinion about whether the class is successful or not is how easy it is, and because I just want to learn the thing. I may not do the thing, but I want to know enough about the thing to be able to do it if I want to do it. So, that's really important to me. And the other thing that I wanted to have that was really important is the whole sense of community. I wanted that thing present for people so that they could build those connections with each other, and they had a place where they could show their stuff. So, for example, I belong to 3 different groups here in my local area. One is primarily centered all around fiber arts, and so that's an in-person group, and they get together and they talk about different kinds of wool and silk and all the different ways that sometimes it's paper and stuff like that. Then I belong to another one that started out with their basis was art quilting, and then they've kind of branched out into other things, and so they've kind of expanded their horizons. And the third one centers all around creative books. And the common thing of all of those, that's my favorite thing about any of it, is show and tell. That is by far my favorite thing. Hands down, I want to see what they're doing. And I get so excited about and inspired by seeing what other people do. So you only get that if you have some kind of sense of community. So those are the 3 things that I'm really, it's like, these have to happen, bud. I don't care what you say. Get the magician, get your magic hat going, and get that team to make this happen.
Yeah, we did have a lot of conversations about what the site would look like and how it would work for the guests and for the members. Mm-hmm. And there's a balance point between technology and how much you can do with technology and what you've talked about, which is making something fun, easy to use, and have a community. And that's really where we wanted to focus, how we focus the membership site.
Yep.
So with those things in mind, we built both the front end, which most people see on a day-to-day basis when they just visit the website. That's the public area of the website. And then we, of course, made the members area private, and it's behind a wall, so to speak. You have to be a member. And in any case, I think where we're at right now is we want to make sure that the audience is really enjoying the experience.
Okay, I agree.
We ended up we decided to do this little open house so we could show people what's going on inside the members area, and then you can actually see what's going on there, and you can judge for yourself if you like it.
That's right.
So that sounds, I think without further ado, maybe we should just show off what's going on inside of the members area.
Okay.
Does that sound good?
That's okay. Sounds good.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen. You should see my screen at this point.
I see a lovely picture of me at the moment on your screen.
Yeah. Should
okay.
Should just be a white screen, and now it should be
there
the
we
website.
Go. Got it.
Okay, so let me just go ahead and pull this up. All right, so what you're seeing here now is, of course, the home page, and we're going to jump into the members part of it and go through each piece in detail so that you can see what the site is all about. Let me just jump in there. And there we are. So we're inside of the members area right now. So you'll see that the layout is very familiar and similar. Of course, the banner at the top says now members area. So it's easier to decide where you're at, to understand where you're at. And the videos come in categories. We've separated all the classes in categories. And you can see those categories in the menu with art journaling and art supplies and books. And I think that we talked about you're going to bring in some more categories. Is that correct?
Yep. Yep. I have a whole ton of them. Yep. Do you want to know some of them?
Yeah, share a few with our
Okay. I'm just going to rattle them off really quick. How's that?
Sure.
Paper, fiber art, needle felting, needle sculpting, fabric paper, machine techniques, machine art, art quilting, metal and wire, clay, art journaling, memory making, bookbinding, altered books, doll making, needle arts, knitting, crocheting, locker hooking, embroidery, how to use art supplies, sewing techniques, jelly plate techniques, painting. And you know, I might even put in a little bit of how to get creative in the kitchen from time to time.
So there's going to be quite a bit of stuff coming for sure.
Yeah.
What you have here now are the classes that have been added to the site, and there are I think 12 classes in here that are current and ready to go. Mm-hmm. And we're going to be adding new classes every single week.
Yep.
And they'll be coming in and be made live every Tuesday. Mm-hmm. And we're going to run these essentially in seasons. So we'll explain that a little bit more as we get further in the video here. But let me just go ahead and show you the page here. So when you first are able to log in, you'll have a welcome video. And this video will show you exactly where all the pieces are inside the website. So it's really easy for you to get around. You don't need someone to guide you through it. You don't have to trip over things. This video will show you exactly what's going on the website. And we'll update that every time we add new features. Mm-hmm. When we come further down the page, of course, you can see visually, not just written, but you can see visually the categories. So art journaling or art supplies or books or doll making. Let's go ahead and go into one of those and we'll see what these videos, the classes actually look like. So here we're on the category page. And here are the 3 videos. Well, not just videos, but here are the 3 classes that are inside of this category presently. Let's go ahead into all the Distress Paints Without Stress. I think we have shown this on the previous Ustream, but we'll show it again here. On the page itself, you have, of course, your short description. You have the video. We have the illustrated class notes, and we have our text-only notes and our printer-friendly version. Now, I'm going to show these notes off right off the bat here because they're kind of fun. Mm-hmm. If I click on the purple button, it says Illustrated Class Notes or Illustrated Notes. It's going to open up this PDF into its own window. And what that's doing for us is you can download this multi-page PDF. So if you like to print things, you like to print your notes, this PDF is easy for you to download and just go ahead and pull down anytime you want to. And that is what's the guide for this particular class. If you like text only, like you don't want to use up all your ink in your computer or your printer, you can have the text-only notes, and that's the same notes, the same set of notes, except without the photographs. So it's really easy for you to download these. They're just PDFs, and you can download them as many times as you want to. There's also a printer-friendly version right here inside of the screen, so if you don't want to have to download anything, you can just print the text of this class without having to go in, download, and put things on your web, download and put them on your computer. But if you want to, you can just print them right here. Let me go ahead and go back to the page. We've set this up so that you can watch these videos, and they're all over an hour long. Most of them are about an hour and a half. Some are 2 hours long. Sometimes we run a little bit longer on our runtime. But these videos sometimes are available. Well, they're always available. Let me rephrase that. Let me go back a step. There's a button here that says pop out video. A lot of times we want to create and work on our own projects and not have a window that's a website take over everything on the screen. So we wanted to make sure that, let me just minimize this other window. We wanted to make sure that if you're working and doing other projects, that you have the videos as part of your membership site, part of your membership, that you can just watch these videos right here in a window that doesn't require you to take up your entire website or to your entire page. That gives you the freedom to still be working on YouTube or working with Twitter or working with something else online and not have to only be on our website, because obviously there are other things in the world that you want to do.
There are?
That's the point.
Are you sure?
I hope. Yeah, I hope. Let me come back to where we were. So we're still back inside of the class page itself, and every class page is laid out very similar to this. You have your hero image with a short description, and then demonstration photos. These photos will blow up. They will expand into a larger image so you can see closer what the demonstration or the technique is at the time. We have our supplies list. And so if you need scissors or you need the palette knife or you want to just see what the tools are that we're using in the class, you can click on any one of these links and it'll open up into a window and it'll show you what the item is in that particular step. So in this case, it was the art journaling, and you can see that was automatically opened up. That product was already opened up. If you want to buy the product, you can. If you don't want to, you don't have to. It's completely up to you. You're in charge. When we come down a little bit further down the page, you'll see all the text, and this is the full description of the class itself. That's what we saw earlier in our notes. And even further down the page are our download section. So if we have added in, let's say, patterns to download that are specific to this class, they'll be down here in our downloads section. And of course, if you have plenty of time in the day and you want to spend some more of your free time with other related classes, you can simply pick another class and it will pop over to that class, it'll load the class, and you're ready to start learning something else, something new. Is that making sense to you?
It makes perfect sense to me.
Yep.
But then I've seen it like a bazillion times.
Right, of course. Before we leave the class page itself, I want to call out on the right side of the screen this purple tab. We wanted to make sure that it was easy for the students, for the members to have a way of getting feedback, or if they run into a problem, or if there's something that's a technical issue. All they have to do is click on this purple tab and it will open up a window right here inside the members area that allows you to submit a support ticket, a help ticket. And we automatically receive those in our email, and then we can respond to those and make sure that the technology is working right, or that you get an answer to any problems that you might have.
Yep.
So we want to make sure that it's easy for you both to take the class, but also to have a way of giving feedback anytime that there's a problem. All right. So I hope that that's making sense to the people in the audience. Let me just go back to my chat real quick and see if there's anything that I missed I had to see. No?
Got some comments that yes, it makes sense. And CB says we've thought of everything.
Well,
you ain't seen nothing yet.
We've thought a number of things, but maybe not everything.
Hold on. There's more coming.
All right. So inside of the members area, just let's talk about a couple of things. What's going to be in the members area is classes that will go up every Tuesday. If you want to make me split screen with you, let's do that for just a second.
Okay.
And let me stop sharing my screen. I think we should be back.
Yep. Got it.
There we go. Okay, great. So the plan here is to have new classes that come out every Tuesday. I'm full screen? It doesn't matter. Here I am. It doesn't matter. So we're going to have classes that come out every Tuesday. Included in the membership are going to be special tips and tricks videos that are not public, that are only inside of the members area. That way you can have a benefit over and above the membership classes themselves. So anytime there's an additional bit of information that didn't get covered in the class for some reason, we can add in some tips and tricks. Mm-hmm. For example, if somebody submitted a request, a support request, and said, I don't quite understand this particular topic or this particular technique, can you go into that in a little more detail? Well, we can do that, and that will be part of the members area too, the tips and tricks, the special tips and tricks. Mm-hmm. Also, the rebroadcast for all of our live streams are going to be inside of the members area as well. Live streams are going to be both private for members only and also a portion of the Ustream. So all of our Ustream rebroadcasts are going to live for at least a month in public, and then the rebroadcast will land inside the members area. So you have access to everything in our library of all of the rebroadcasts for all the Ustream stuff, all the Ustream rebroadcasts.
But
so
to start with, just to clarify, they will be in the public.
That's right.
For a while, and then move over. Yeah.
That's exactly right. So there will always be the rebroadcast will always be live. The latest ones will always be live. At least the last ones for the last month will always be live for anybody to catch at any time.
Yeah.
We're just going to move the old archives into the members area. That way, it's just easier for people to get them all at once.
Right.
Otherwise, it's kind of a search process. You have to go and find them. It's a little easier if they're all collected in one location for convenience.
Got it.
Yep. Now, the last thing that we want to talk about in the standard membership area is we want a way for our members to share their creations with us, to share their creations with the group, not just with us personally, but with everybody. So if somebody has taken a class or somebody's really excited about a new project or new technique that they have recently learned, we want a way to be able to have that shareable both in video and images. So what we did is we're creating a private Facebook group. So this is available within the standard membership. Everybody who's a member of the How to Get Creative environment will have access to the Facebook group. And let me show you what that looks like. I'm going to go back and share my screen again. All right, so you should see my screen once again. All right, so what we're seeing now, I muted you. All right, so do you see the Facebook image here? Okay, I just want to make sure that you were seeing my screen again.
Yes.
So the way the private Facebook group works is that anyone who's a member of How to Get Creative will receive an invitation to come and be part of the private Facebook group. This is for all of us to share something that we want to share between each person in the community that really loves and appreciates what we do and how we get creative, how you get creative, how mom gets creative, how everyone in the audience really enjoys being creative. You'll be able to share photos and videos, to ask questions, to see what other members are up to check out all the photos that are involved in the Facebook group. The reason we're doing this is so that you have access to a community that's supportive, that we all, of course, like to have the fun chat that happens on Fridays, or the fun chat that happens like on these types of live events. But in between times, we often like to share our projects with each other, and sometimes it's hard with email or with just only uploading a video, and it's a little difficult because it's not centralized. So what we're doing is creating an opportunity or an environment for people to be involved in a group that is creative and supportive.
Yep, community.
That helps with their community.
Yep.
We're going to have that available for every person who ever becomes a member of the How to Get Creative website, and you maybe you're one of them. Does that make sense to you, Mom?
It makes sense to me.
All
totally.
Right.
We'll see what the audience thinks.
All right, let me jump out and let me look at the questions here for just a second. Let's have anybody have a couple of questions before we move on? I just want to make sure that I'm being clear, because I know sometimes I know things and we know things that you don't. And if I've glazed over something that isn't clear, I want to make sure I have a moment to just answer those questions.
Well, we had a question from Artie Dar, but you answered it already. So that was the one question.
Okay. All right.
So you already got that one.
Good. I guess we covered that.
Yep.
I think
Moonlit Rose
is asking how we become a member. Well, that's going to come up here in just a minute.
Yep.
I'm going to put a link in the chat here. and you guys are going to have access. Forgive me for saying guys. I know that that's improper. For all of you are going to be able to have access.
It's okay. We don't mind, do we? We don't mind, do we, guys?
Yeah. Okay, so let's have a quick conversation about that. Let me show I'm still on my screen. Mm-hmm. Let's go here. Let me hide this. Let's just revisit this really quickly. So the standard membership is going to have all the video classes and the downloads of the notes, the patterns to download, special tips and tricks, the rebroadcasts of the Ustream videos, or live streams, because we will be doing a number of live coaching events inside of the website itself that are not part of the public arena, and the private Facebook group. And that's what's going to be included in the standard membership. Sorry, I was moving my chair. With the standard membership, there are two ways that you can become involved as a member. There is a fee for just the standard membership, and then there is a $1 trial. Now I'm going to cover those things, those price points in just a second. But we also have another level that is going to include VIP membership. For the VIP members, you receive all of the standard membership bonuses or benefits. So everything that comes with the standard membership, plus there's some new things that we can to include. So this new stuff is going to be for extra value. This is a yearly VIP membership. For that, for the price of the yearly VIP membership, you're going to receive Mom's latest ebook, which is called Creating Faces, Needle Sculpting from the Beginning. There's going to be live coaching events that are only for the VIP members. There's going to be early bird access available for every VIP member. So if anything new comes up, any new classes or any new opportunities that we have available for our membership, the VIPs will receive those opportunities first. So you're always first in line. And then we're going to have a special discounts club. So from time to time, we have the ability to offer discounts on classes and training and sometimes supplies. And all of those discounts will go to the VIP membership first before they're opened up to the general public. Normally, those are going to be VIP only discounts. So that discounts club could actually help pay for your membership itself. And we're also going to have an extension of the community with the VIP membership, which is the show and tell. So once a month, we're going to have a special show and tell, which is very similar to like what we're doing today, where we're doing a Skype conversation between Mom and myself. What we're going to do in the future is open this Skype conversation up to other people who can share the projects personally to the group. So it's more than just the Facebook group. It's actually taking it one step further and making it live so that you can share with us in the same way that we're sharing with you in return. Mm-hmm. Is that making sense?
It does.
Okay. So let me look at my notes real quickly and see where we're at and see if we've stayed on track.
Pretty much.
Have we stayed on track?
Pretty much.
Okay, so that's what is going to be involved. Let me go ahead and pull those up together. Give me just a quick second here. It's always a challenge with live technology or live demos.
We'll give you a hot second.
You give me a hot second? Yeah. Mm-hmm. So just putting these side by side so you can see what's going to be involved in the membership. Can you see that?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Great. So the standard membership is there on the left, and the VIP membership bonus is on the right. Of course, if you're a VIP member, and that's a yearly membership, you get all of the benefits that you see on the screen at this point. Mm-hmm. There's one other thing I want to share with you before we move on, and that's we were initially creating something that was meant to be for the VIPs only, and we decided that we were going to open it up for everybody. And that is the How to Get Creative newsletter, or it's actually a newspaper. So if you're on the homepage of the website, Let me just go there really quickly. This was initially going to be included with the VIPs only. It was going to be part of a pay service. But what we decided to do is open this particular thing up to everybody. We wanted to make sure that if somebody is looking for inspiration, there are times in between updates and new classes that you still want inspiration. If you come to the How to Get Creative public website and simply go and click on News here in the upper portion of the window, you'll be taken to our How to Get Creative newspaper. This is a website, it's ours, we control it, and we curate the topics that are on this page, on this website. Everything here changes daily, and you can consider this a daily newspaper for inspiration. And we're able to share topics like fiber art and art journaling and jelly printing. We're able to curate these topics so that you can come here daily and find new inspiration. These are articles that we're seeing here on the left portion of the screen. Then there are videos that you can watch and have a good time just looking for new inspiration if you have a little time in your day. There are some photos, of course, down here at the bottom. And if you wish to receive this newspaper delivered directly to your inbox, your email inbox, you can subscribe right here in the gray box with the purple subscription button.
And that's for everybody.
That's for everybody. That's for anybody. We decided that we would open this up for anyone, not just keep it behind a VIP membership or even the standard membership. We wanted to make sure that this was open for everyone.
Yeah, because everybody needs inspiration every day.
Right.
Every day.
That's exactly right. And sometimes we're not posting things, and it's just nice to be able to open this and offer this as a value to everybody in the community, no matter who you are, whether you're a paying member or not.
Yeah.
So far, so good. All right, I think we've gotten pretty close to. I think we've gone through pretty much everything. So I apologize if we're doing a little reading and pausing. Well, what we're doing is actually I'm looking off the screen to my notes. Is there anything that you have a question on so far that I haven't made clear?
There were a couple of people that asked whether they can take classes but not be members.
Gotcha. There is going to be a number of videos that are uploaded to our public YouTube page. And of course, we'll have blog articles throughout the week. And primarily, those are going to be shorter classes, shorter technique-based videos.
Yeah.
So maybe a tip and trick, or maybe a product review, or an extension of a conversation that something happened on the Ustream live broadcast, and maybe there'll be a new video that comes out the following couple of days that extend that conversation or extend that topic. Classes will not be available publicly. Classes will always be behind or inside of the membership area.
Yeah.
The actual classes will be in the member area.
Yep. That's right.
That way it works for everybody. That way there's a way for everyone to take the classes and also to share their feedback and make sure that everybody gets the benefit. Good for everybody. Okay, so if there aren't any other questions, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to get down to the brass tacks. We're going to actually talk a little bit about what the membership would cost.
Okay.
Right? So this is pretty simple. Let me come over here. Here we are. Oops, wrong one. There it is. Okay. So you should see now a pricing table. It's on the screen. So there are 3 levels of the membership. There is a trial for a monthly trial for $1. The basic monthly membership is $37 a month, and the VIP membership is $397 for the entire year. And of course, we talked about this previously. With the VIP membership, you receive a bunch of extra bonuses and a bunch of extra good stuff. So you can choose how you want to become a member if you like to. Highly recommend the middle the middle level because it's the basic standard membership. But if you just want to try it out for $1 for 30 full days, you can see if you like it. If you don't like it, no problem. You can just simply tell us that you don't like it, and we'll cancel your membership at any time. No questions asked. You You won't be hounded. No one's going to try to sell you back into being a membership or being a member. This is all about you and all about having you enjoy the process. If you like the process, we want you to stay. If you're not enjoying it, that we totally understand. We totally get that. So it's available. We're making this available for anybody at their own comfortable price point. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, let me just check my notes real quickly here. And I think what we need to do is put in the link for people to have a look at it anytime they want to.
That sounds like a good plan.
All right. So why don't you take me and put me back on split screen.
Got ya.
All right. And stop sharing the screen here. All right, am I back?
You're back.
All right. So I know there's a lot of information to cover in, the short period of time that we've been here for, 45 minutes or something. We're going to open it up for questions here in just a second. There's one thing I did forget. I did forget this other thing. We're on the open house right now. We're doing the open house. And so this video is being recorded. And we're going to share this with anybody and everybody for as long as the video is up on YouTube and available. Mm-hmm. During this open house, we're going to offer a bonus.
We are?
For everybody.
A bonus? You didn't tell me about the bonus.
I don't know. Maybe I did. I forgot about this. We did talk about this.
Oh, yeah, we did.
I think we're just teasing.
Yeah.
So for anybody who decides to sign up during this open house period, during the time in which we're launching this membership site, Mom is going to offer an extra couple of bonuses. And I'm going to turn this back over to her so she can tell you about those.
Well, okay. Bonus number 1. We have 2 bonuses for you guys. Bonus number 1 is we're going to have a special private coaching type class. So it's a special class. And it is on one of my favorite topics, which is fabric paper, which is the class when I teach it live always fills up very quickly because people really like the whole concept of fabric paper. And it seems to be a big mystery. And you can do it with many, many different combinations of fabric and paper. So I'm going to be doing this as a live class, which of course will be recorded. But we're going to do it as a live class, a live format in a coaching kind of capacity where, everybody gets their chance to ask questions and do all that kind of stuff. And what I'm going to work with and show you about is taking advantage of the properties of paper napkins and using that, turning those into fabric paper and not using any kind of glue. And so it's going to be a fun class. And then I'll show you lots of techniques and samples of ways to work with it, what to do with it, and, all different kinds of things you can do with this particular kind of fabric paper. And then the second bonus I'm going to do for you is a guide to art paste and paste paper and how to use that to alter books. So the books, these kinds of books that you do with the paste paper and the art paste process are great for creating themed altered books, and they're also really good for art journals. And so that's going to be a downloadable PDF guide. So those are the 2 bonuses for you guys.
That sounds like a pretty good thing. Now that's going to be that's available for anybody. Anyone who signs up during this open house period. Mm-hmm. And essentially, if this video is live, if you're seeing this video, we're still inside the open house.
Yeah.
Pretty much all there is. That's the only restriction there is to it.
Right. You just have to have seen it. Yeah.
That's right. So it doesn't matter if you sign up as a dollar trial member or a standard member or a VIP member.
Right.
It's all the same. You're going to receive that bonus.
And you'll get those bonuses will be coming out so that you have access to them within the next couple of weeks. It's not like you're going to get them today or tomorrow. It's going to be a couple of weeks, just so you know. But you'll get them.
Yeah, that's it. That's exactly right. We had a quick question. I was just going to take this one. Are the payments in U.S. dollars? We process everything through PayPal. So PayPal will do any sort of currency exchange. So if you're in pounds or if you're in euros, you can pay through PayPal and they'll just simply do the normal currency exchange through their system. So anybody worldwide can be a member without a problem. Okay, well, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and put the link in the chat here. Okay. Now, there's the link. And I'm going to have you hold off on just a second because I'm going to actually demo the sales page itself. So what you see if you go to that link. So if you'll put me back on so I can share my screen.
Okay.
Give me just a quick second here to send this link to myself. Okay. So if you were to click on that link, the site, FYI, the site is now fully opened and available to everybody. So if you find yourself on this page, this is what we call our sales page.
Okay, it's not there yet.
Oh, okay. Let me share my screen. I made a mistake.
The wizard, the magician, made a mistake.
I have
He forgot
made
to wave the magic wand.
I have made a mistake. Give me just a second.
Okay.
Here we go. There we go. And we're back. Sharing my screen again. Do you see my screen now?
Yeah.
Great. Okay, here we go. Now let's go to this page. There we go.
Got it.
So what you're seeing on this page is all of the details that come into and are part of the sales process, the sales video. So what you see here is the sales video itself will detail all of the pieces that are involved in all the memberships. There's a button on the side where you can go ahead and click and get your membership right away. If you want to see more information about the membership, you can scroll down and of course click on some images and expand them so you can see in detail what we're talking about. As we scroll down the page, you'll even see a section that talks about the downloads, printable class notes, and so on. There's even an animated tour that if you want to sit here for a moment and just have a quick animated tour and not have to revisit this video, this animated tour will show you all the pieces that are inside the members area. A little further down the page, you can see a couple of pieces of technology that says, you know what, why become a member? Because it's fun, it's easy, and you deserve it. Because who doesn't need something in their life that is fun, easy, and you deserve? A quick technology note. Your membership and the website, the public website, will work on any device. It'll work on Mac, work on Windows, it'll work on Android, work on mobile phones, work on iPads and tablets. It'll do what's called reshaping or be responsive. It'll be smaller when it needs to, and it'll be larger when it needs to be larger. So any device that you have will work perfectly with the technology that's running the website. Any of these big green buttons, you can click on them and get started now and choose your membership package. Let me scroll on down a little bit further and you can see a couple of testimonials. So this page is all about just giving you every bit of information you need that you might want to have for becoming a member. When we click on one of these green buttons, it'll take us over to where we saw the pricing earlier. And there's the pricing. I'm going to just take a quick moment to walk you through the process of becoming, just signing up for the membership. So if I were to click this middle one that says join now monthly, that's going to take us over to PayPal. If you're a PayPal member already, you can just simply click on this button that says PayPal right by the PayPal icon. There it is, and enter your username and password, and you can go ahead and sign up using PayPal. The information here in the description and the terms will tell you that it's just a revolving monthly fee. You can cancel at any time. There's no fee for canceling. There's no extra bad reason to cancel at all. If you're not a PayPal member and you just want to go ahead and be a part of the membership, you can fill out the form and put in your information, and you can become a member right there, right away. That's pretty much as difficult as it is. Once you've gone ahead and paid for your membership, it'll take you right back over to the website where you can put in your username and password and fill in a form for all of your personal details, your personal information. That way you can have your membership customized just for you. You'll receive an email that is the guide email that will show you exactly how to get involved with the Facebook group. And if you're a VIP member, it'll show you how to also download your free ebook. and give you a coupon code for the free ebook. And with that, one other thing before I go is just if you have any challenge, any problems, please click on this purple support button here on the side, on the right side of the page. And that helps us know that what problems you're having. That way we can adjust and fix anything that's not working for you. All right. I think with that, we have gone through everything that is on my list to share with our audience, to share with our guests today.
Okay, you ready to go back to Split?
Yeah, why don't you go ahead and bring me back to Split just so it's you and me on the split screen.
Okay.
Let me just unshare my screen, so give me a second here.
All right, while you're doing that, I'm going to answer a question. Dara wanted to know if you can make and sell what you learn. Yes, absolutely. Yes, so you can make and sell anything from any of the classes. If you're involved in, arts and crafts fairs, or, the art fairs in the park, or, if you have an online thing, if you do Etsy, as long as you're making it, you can sell it. Like, you can't sell the classes, but you can certainly sell whatever it is you make. Yeah.
Okay.
And then there was another question from, so can you do 1 month at intervals if you can't do several months in a row?
Right now, the system is not set up to purchase them in intervals, let's say of 3 at a time. What we may be able to do is set something up like that where they're just simply month to month. Right now, as of today, what you would need to do is sign up for 1 month or 2 months and then cancel your membership and then re-sign up again. There's nothing wrong with doing that. It's just more hassle than anything else.
Yeah.
We may be able to set it up so that people can buy them a la carte 1 month at a time, but currently it's not how the system is set up.
Yeah. So if somebody wanted to do that, they would have to go through the gyrations of requesting that the membership be canceled. So they're going to have to take responsibility for that.
Yes, that's exactly right. So if you want to set that up on your own, you want to kind of do it yourself, you can sign up for a monthly membership, and then you could cancel, 2 months or 3 months later, and then you could sign up, after that, maybe 6 months after that, you could re-sign up, and that's okay.
Yeah. Okay, sounds great. Any other questions from anybody before we go? If you do, pop them in now. You wanted to talk a little bit about it being in seasons, the whole thing being in seasons, right?
Oh, right. We'll talk about that for just a brief moment. We
While
touched
they
on
put in some questions, you can talk about that.
If you have any questions, feel free to send them in. We're going to treat this like seasons in the same sense as like a television series, where a season would be for seasons and episodes. So season 1, what you have seen so far on the homepage of the website and through all of the YouTube videos that are up would basically be season 0, right? So it's not the first season. We'll be starting season 1 on Monday. Well, next week, probably Tuesday of next week. And we'll run for seasons. We've decided that we're going to be, we haven't decided how many, but basically like a television series. So consider it 13 to 17 classes will be 1 season. And then we'll take a little bit of time off so that we can recoup and we can do a rest and relaxation, a little R&R, and come back with more creativity and some extra new fun stuff. So that's how we're going to handle that. Think of it kind of like a TV show or even like a college course.
So if somebody needed to cancel, there was a question in there, if they needed to cancel, they just click the support tab and go through the support system, right?
That's exactly right. You can actually cancel it by yourself inside of PayPal. You can cancel it yourself if you'd like to, but if you'd like us to cancel it, just send us a support request. Just click on that purple support tab, and we can cancel it for you anytime.
So we don't want you to have to stay if it's not working out.
That's exactly right. I'm going to put the link in here just couple more times. So if you have any more questions, if you have any desire to become a member, which we hope you do, you can just click that link and watch the video and see all the extra details.
Yeah. Okay, I don't see any other questions coming in, so any final thoughts you want to share with anybody? You've been doing a lot of talking. You probably need a drink of water.
Oh, I think I'm pretty. Yeah, I do need some water.
Question: how long is the window to sign up for the VIP with bonuses? That the VIP sign up, those bonuses are going to stay with the VIP.
Yeah, so the VIP membership itself is the yearly membership. This is just so that you have extra bonuses. You get a little discount for signing up all at once instead of over months. And it's a little easier for us to just make that as like a second membership level. So you've got basic standard membership, and then you've got the VIP membership, which is basically the same, but it's got more benefits and more private access to the teacher and more access to other coaches that are going to be involved, more and the discounts club and that kind of thing. So that's not going to go anywhere.
Yeah.
Those extra bonuses are always going to be attached to the VIP membership. That level is always going to be around.
And the two bonuses that I spoke about for the class on the fabric paper and the guide for art paste and paste paper for altering books, that's for everybody that becomes a member. So, during this open house time. So those aren't going anyplace anytime soon.
That's exactly right. And CB put it really well. VIP equals saving money and getting extras. That's really it. We want to help you save a little money and get some extras and also have more access to teachers and those sorts of things. There's extra fun stuff that you get with being a VIP.
Yeah. Okay. Anything
All
else?
Right. If you have any more questions, put those in the chat so we can make sure you get your questions answered.
I'll tell you, our Moonlit Rose, she's trouble, that one. We're going to have to put her in the corner. She's trouble.
We'll have our refreshments in the corner.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, well, I think that what we're going to do is we're going to wrap it up because I don't see any more questions. You can always send me a tweet at Barb Owen Designs, and you can catch me there. You can catch me on Facebook if you have a question. And of course, I'll be back on Friday for our regular Ustream. So I'll be back Friday, same channel at, what time do I stream? 2 p.m. Eastern, right? Yeah. It's like all of a sudden I'm like,
I think your brain has melted like mine too.
It has. It's a little hot here. I turned the air conditioner off, so I'm beginning to melt into a puddle.
All right. Thank you, everybody. I just want to take a quick moment to say thank you for spending some time, and thank you to Mom for being creative. We're not trying to put anybody and make them tear up, but we do this because we care about each other, and this is a good experience for everybody. So thank you very much.
Thank you, my beautiful and amazing magician. All right, everybody, we're going to head out, and we will see you again Friday.
Friday.
See ya.